Hey everyone, Drew here from Fit to Fat to Fit. And have you ever struggled with overcoming fear when it comes to transformation, when it comes to working out? If so, this video is for you. It's all about fear and how to overcome that fear. Fear is a very natural feeling as humans. We grew up, fear can help to protect us, but it can also paralyze us. And for those that struggle with fear specifically when it comes to going to the gym, working out in the gym, afraid of what other people are going to think of you, fear of maybe having loose skin, fear of like an obsessive behavior returning, fear of failure, fear of being addicted to something. There's so many fears when it comes to transformation, and all I can say is I hear you. I understand that that fear is real. I first experienced fear and understanding fear from other people when it comes to this stuff when I did my first Fit to Fat to Fit journey. Back in 2011, I intentionally gained 75 pounds in 6 months to gain a better understanding of what it was like to be overweight for the first time in my life. And then going back to the gym and having to lose that weight brought up a lot of fear and anxiety that I didn't know I had until I was overweight for the first time. I had clients in the past that would tell me, I'm afraid of going to the gym and working out and it's just not for me. And back then I didn't understand that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just go to the gym and do the work and don't worry about what other people think about you. But when I was 75 pounds heavier and had to go back to the gym, now being a heavier person, for me, I finally felt that fear and I finally felt what it felt like to worry about what other people are gonna think about you. Because here I was, 70 plus pounds heavier, going to the gym with loose clothes on, right? Wearing all black so that no one could see my fat rolls, no one could see my man boobs, no one could see my love handles. And for me, I really stopped to ponder that and thought, man, this is what my clients are telling me. Now, I'm not trying to say I understand completely what it's like. I'm not saying I understand what it's like to be overweight, growing up overweight and going to the gym and maybe being teased. I've never had that experience. But what I will say is that fear is real. And so I understand where that fear comes from. So how do you overcome this fear? How do you overcome any fear in general? Because fear can be paralyzing. As we know, there's people that have fear of all kinds of things in this world, and it's really, really difficult to break that, but we do know it's possible. So the thing that I tell people to do is do one thing that scares you every single day, but it's something small. It's not a huge fear, like public speaking is a huge fear for a lot of people, I get it. Right? Now, we're not just gonna put you up on stage and say, okay, overcome that fear, but we're gonna start with small, simple things that really train your brain to shift its perception of what it's experiencing. And if you could overcome that in a small way, that can transition into overcoming bigger fears later on. So do one thing that scares you every single day. Here are some examples. Call someone on the phone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Start up a conversation with a stranger. Do a small act of kindness that puts you in an uncomfortable situation. Do something that makes you feel silly, right? Like dance when no one's watching. I know for a lot of people, these kinds of things are really hard and uncomfortable, but really what you're doing is training your brain to become comfortable in these uncomfortable situations so that when it comes to a more uncomfortable situation, like going to the gym when you're out of shape and overcoming that fear, it really helps to shift that perception. So get comfortable being uncomfortable and start small, right? Taking a cold shower is another thing. People are afraid of cold. They're afraid of cold water. And so if you can go into a cold shower for 60 seconds and learn to slow your breathing down and realize that, hey, I'm gonna be okay. This is okay, I'm safe, I'm not gonna die. And then from there, that can transition into bigger things, going to the gym, eating healthy food, pushing yourself during a workout, and not worrying about what other people think about you. There's other methods like going to therapy and counseling and hiring a life coach and meditation and journaling and these types of things that can really make a huge difference in someone's life. But start small and go from there. Don't expect miracles to happen in one day, but it's all about one step in front of the other. And before you know it, you look back and you realize how far you've come. And you realize that you're getting closer to the top of that mountain. And so if you struggle with overcoming fear, I hear you. I know that fear is real, but I promise you, you're stronger than you think. And you can do hard things. It just starts with that belief in yourself that you're worthy to overcome that. And then once you feel worthy, then you're gonna have the desire to figure out how to do it. And I promise you, by starting with these small, simple steps of doing one thing every single day that scares you, you're gonna get out of your comfort zone, and that's where the true growth happens. So I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you have, please share it with friends and family or someone that needs to hear it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I promise you, I have a lot more content coming your way. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time.